Launch sequence activated.
It's the Joel Comm Show, featuring internet pioneer, New York Times bestselling author, and international speaker, Joel Comm. Helping you grow your business, live life today, and do good stuff. Here's the man who isn't afraid of flying monkeys, your host, Joel Comm.
That's right, coming to you live from Denver, Colorado. Hello, my friends. I ain't afraid of no ghost. I ain't afraid of no monkeys. And I ain't afraid of no blabs. Thanks for coming in. You guys know what to do. If you're here on the show, go ahead, tell a little bird the way we've cracked the code right now. When you do that, it should show up with the image. It's amazing, blabalicious goodness. And I'm glad you're here. This is actually my last show for about 3 weeks because I am taking a social media and technology break. It's true. I'm going to be conducting a little experiment. I'm going to be disappearing completely from Blab, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, email, all things. And I'm going to be documenting day by day my time away. And I'll be sharing what I experience as a result of this complete unplugging with you when it's all said and done. My next show will be when I get back with Lou Mangello of Walt Disney World Radio, one of the most popular Disney podcasts in the world. Lou's an awesome guy. I think the date we've got set for that is October 8th, but you can go ahead and check on my profile page to figure that out. Anyway, really super excited about my guest today. She really needs no introduction other than to say she is the queen of Facebook. I've known her for a very long time. I adore her. She's doing good stuff, and she's coming to us all the way from the tropical island of Puerto Rico, and hopefully her connection is good. So we're going to find out here in a minute. Mari!
Hello, greetings, folks.
How are you?
Don't work, but can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you great.
Wee!
Show us your environment there.
I am on the deck, and I can hear thunder, actually. I think we're going to have a rainstorm any minute.
Oh, my.
Ooh, there's a little plane going overhead, but I think that should be going away, and hopefully the noise will be okay. I don't have my good microphone with me. Ooh,
yeah, actually.
Not too flattering, but.
You look great. Can't hear any plane, and you sound good. So welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks. Hey, all those high fives. High five back to y'all.
Yeah, so those are actually called props. You're getting props from people.
Props.
Yeah, but before it was props, they called it.
Torrential rain now. Check it out. Oh, that's.
Oh, show us.
It's torrential rain. I'm not. Can you hear it? Can you see it? These little frogs sing at night. If it gets too loud, I'll go indoors into the AC. We have a beautiful, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom suite. Woo!
What are you doing in Puerto Rico?
I am teaching Facebook and Instagram marketing at a luxury brand event. It is called the Bridal Circle Inner Circle Experience, and we had Seth Godin this morning and Jay Abraham, and we got luxury brands from all around the world. It's one of the most beautiful, probably hands down. I've been a public speaker since I was in my 20s, and it's by far the most beautiful conference room I've ever spoken in. And shout out to Sade Awe. She is the founder of the Bridal Circle, and you guys can find her on Facebook, the Bridal Circle. And some amazing peeps here, and just loving the experience. I feel very blessed.
That's great. Well,
I have to tell you, all ye ladies, you know how this kind of humid weather plays havoc with the hairdo.
You look delightful, Mari. You look great.
I'll get some rain on it.
I feel like I haven't seen you in 2 days.
I haven't seen you in 2 days. I know we were inbound together, and then we were at Harvard. Well, now here we are. Are you back in Denver now?
I am, and there's my favorite photo from our Harvard experience with you, me, Michael Drew, Brian Kramer, and E. Brian Rose standing right outside Harvard Hall before we had the opportunity to spend an entire day teaching people there.
How did you do that, to show a photo?
It's magic. I'm actually using a third-party program called ManyCam That's what allowed me to do the cool intro and all that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, Rich was asking there. So I have my contact lenses in, and it really messes up my close-up vision. So periodically, I might put my reading glasses on to see, oh, it's you, Joel. Hi, friends. Hi, Nancy. Pam in the house from Australia. That's awesome. Wowie zowie. Okay.
Yeah, it's great fun. You'll see a lot of conversation taking place in the sidebar, which are all our friends that are joining us to watch today. And I thought what I would do is that we would have a short conversation, because I know a lot of people want to talk to you. And one of the beautiful things about the Blab platform is that we can bring people in, they ask questions, and we get to have conversation. And I like to say that it's brought real social back to social media. But before we go there, let's just, I see the rain now. Look at that.
It's like pouring down. But I'll tell you, it's like 100 degrees. It really is. Oh, yeah, please dive into any questions. I'll love it. I'm all over questions. Please feel free.
You're all over this Facebook thing, literally.
All over it. I'm all over.
So you've been actually adopting the live streaming yourself as far as live for Facebook mentions. How are you finding that to be most useful for you?
Well, it's really interesting because I'm almost having to change up my strategy a little bit because I'm way more personal on my personal profile of Facebook. I'm seeing some questions. I'm actually in Puerto Rico right now. I'm at the St. Regis Bahia Beach Resort in glorious Puerto Rico. It is fantastic here. It really is. And I'm here for a high-end luxury bridal and brand event. Hi, Scott. I love the little animations. That's awesome. So it's really interesting, Joel, because quite frankly, I think there's a part of me that kind of would have preferred to have the Facebook live streaming access on my personal profile first, because when I get the urge to, just do a quick stream, it's usually when, I'm at an event or we streamed from the inbound opening party and all of that fun, dancing and DJing. And then I'm on stage a lot and I'll stream from there. And I thought, I know that my kind of more of my personal community, a lot of which I see here, I love that kind of interaction. So I'm almost having to train, if you will, and get my business audience a little more used to that personal kind of connection with Mari, because historically, my Facebook business page, over the years, I've honestly only posted 99.9% is Facebook marketing tips. And then I'll do some Instagram, a little bit, maybe occasionally LinkedIn or Twitter. But it's like my audience are so used to me being, one of the top go-to people, resources, experts for Facebook marketing, or what's happening on Facebook, or Facebook tips, or Facebook trends, Facebook changes, how to decipher it all. And then all of a sudden, this Mari pops up. Mari is now live, and it's like, hello, another shout out from the stage. So, I'm really working with my team, Joel, and probably you are too, to just really think through a strategy of how to best use the Facebook Live feature, and to really, have obviously a strategic business spin to it, but without necessarily feeling that way, if that makes sense. So it's that beautiful where we kind of straddle both sides of the fence of, hey, this is really me as a person, and here we are doing some business. Make sense?
It seems to me. Oh, we've got an echo. Do you have some earbuds on you, Mari?
I do, but unfortunately, I don't think they're working, and I have to reboot in order for it to work.
We don't want you to reboot, but plug them in for a second, and it could help to avoid. You know what I'm discovering? Actually, I'll wait till you get them in. Let me know if you can hear me. How we doing?
But you're still coming out the speakers. We had the same issue with the AV guys.
Then just pull them out. We'll make do, and if we need to have you restream, then we'll do that. But for the moment, let's just make good with it.
Birds or something chirping. That's what I was hearing.
Somebody tweeted.
It was a tweet, some real tweets.
What I'm discovering is that that live for Facebook, Periscope, and Meerkat are great for showing people something.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is that when I want to read the comments, I have to do this because, like you, I can't see very well, and all they see is my forehead.
Right. Exactly. I've noticed the same thing because Facebook, Peg Fitzpatrick, shout out to Peg. She had pointed out the other day that, even just since Facebook Live's been out, literally only about 4 weeks now, that they've obviously made a few adjustments. And so now, very similar to what we see on Blab here, where you see the little person's tiny little avatar there, and, it pops up in a manner in which you can actually read it. This is a nice layout because you get that full width of the screen there. Obviously, on a desktop, but on mobile, it probably looks just a little bit different.
It's a little different, but not much. It is still a very much a 4-square type of format when you're on that.
This is just straight vodka.
Yeah, I'm looking for something that I want to show you. I was just looking through some pictures, and if I can find this, it'll be an absolute hoot. Oh, where is it? Oh, pictures. Why are you so difficult for me? Oh, well, it's this is the same time as the one I was looking for. But I can't find the specific one where it was last Halloween when we were both in costume.
Oh wait, that was us out of costume.
Yeah, this was out of costume.
Oh my God, you're gonna show my cougar outfit?
Only if I could find it, because you looked so wonderful and that was so fun at that event. I don't remember much else from that event, but Halloween night was really a great time.
It really was. I tell you what, you little monkey. Next time, I'm definitely going to be doing the screen sharing because I'm gonna pull up some incriminating photos of you. No.
I love it. I love incriminating photos. If I can do it publicly, then I'm willing to be embarrassed any way you got me. So somebody in the sidebar in the room here said that Facebook now has dislikes. I don't think that's actually a thing.
No, Facebook will never bring out dislikes or unlikes. They are looking at ways to express more emotion. In fact, because Mark's been asked about that a number of times. In fact, y'all might have seen not long ago he did one of his live Q&As on his page. Actually, yesterday he was live streaming. I think they probably got crammed. I got a notification popped up saying that he was live on his profile, but I kept trying to click through and it said it was the stream was down or something. But yeah, no, he said that at some point it's just profound what he's talking about, how we'll be able to actually communicate thoughts and feelings through Facebook to one another, and not necessarily just by clicking a button. I mean, he's way out there. It's very esoteric. I love that kind of stuff anyway. It really loves stuff. Hi, Kim. Kim Darst in the house.
By the way, it appears that Mark is doing a live stream right now. We're actually going head to head with the king of Facebook. The king and the queen are on at the same time. So here's what I want to do, Mari. There's so many people here that want to talk to you. I'm going to open up the seats. And for those of you that have questions, what I'm going to ask you to do is come on, say hi, and whatever else you want to say, make a comment if you want, ask your question, and then go ahead and hop off, and Mari will answer the question while we're bringing the next person in the room. And so the seats are open, and and boy, if you could see what I see, they're just stacking up that want to ask you questions. So first person we're going to welcome is Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Joel. Hi, Mari.
Hello, greetings.
It's Nancy. You know what? I don't have any question. I just wanted to say hi to you because through all these years, we've just communicated back and forth in all of these digital spaces. And it is just wonderful to see you on Blab. And I'm so excited for all the ways that I think that you'll be able to use this. So don't want to take the seat from anybody else. I'm just excited. And Joel, great job getting her on here.
Thanks, Nancy. Take care.
Good to see you.
Hello, Wynn, Kelly, Charles. How are you?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I have a question for Moni, and you, Joel, as well. With iOS 9 coming out, I believe, tomorrow, if they get their act together, how would that change Facebook? Because I know that Facebook is changing 1,000 miles a minute. And so with this new operating system, I want to know how that would change Facebook, because I'm noticing that Facebook Facebook pages are changing.
Great. We'll address that. Mari, the question is with iOS 9 coming out. Do you see that affecting Facebook in any particular way, or do you see the updates to Apple's operating system really having no net effect except possibly some new features?
Honestly, not something I know too much about. I appreciate the question, and I'm happy to take the lead from anyone else that knows something about that. I'm not keeping up to date right this moment with iOS 9 and how it's going to impact Facebook. I mean, and by the way, I do see what folks are saying. I did hop over to Mark Zuckerberg's, and at Robert Scoble, who's really a beloved tech expert. I know you know him too, Joel. He does say dislike is coming. 22 minutes ago, dislike is coming. Facebook is working on a dislike button.
Wow, that is really interesting to me because they try to make it such a positive place, and I'm wondering how they're going to implement it in a way that discourages bullying. If they're going to put limits on it, or I wonder if what they could do to kind of measure is maybe gauge how much a person likes or dislikes, and maybe you get a rating based on some sort of ratio, so if you're friending somebody that's incredibly negative or not. They've got to find a check and balance to it, otherwise it could end up going really badly.
I hear you, and that's where, and it's really interesting. I'm going to obviously find out more about it as soon as we're done here. But the thing is that I know for the longest time that Mark and the whole team at Facebook have talked about how this putting an unlike or a dislike or a thumbs down will it's totally wide open, unfortunately, to potential abuse. So I really hope they're putting some good measures in to alleviate any potential downsides.
I guess we'll find out in this continuing social experiment that 1.5 billion of us are the guinea pigs. And hey, Jacob, how's it going?
Hey, how are you? Hey, Mari.
Hi, thanks for coming.
Well, it's nice to see what you're doing out there. We just had a podcast with Mari last week, Joel. It was great. I'm getting a lot of good feedback. But first of all, Joel, I wanted to commend you on the show. I mean, you're getting a lot of great feedback from people who watch this, and they love the way you do it with Vince. So it's I'm thinking about a similar thing to do as well.
Great.
But Mari, I won't keep my seat. I just want to say hi to you and pass regards to Chris. And I have one question. Having a large following and we're trying to do stuff online, what is the best way to deal? And maybe Joel, you can answer that as well. To deal with people that are haters, the trolls, the people that are commenting bad things, and I see, we start seeing them on Blab as well. Just kind of some tips about how to deal with those haters. And I see them on my page. In my case, people who are against immigrants and people that are politics. But I just wanted to hear it from you guys. What do you say about people who are haters, and how do we deal with those as people who control the platform?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jacob.
And I'll clear the space for the next guy. And you look beautiful, Mari.
Thanks.
Joel, you too. Absolutely.
Yeah, you look beautiful, Joel.
What do you think, Mari? What do you do with the haters?
Okay, beautiful question. And I really love that you brought that up, Jacob, because it's a sticky issue. And over the years, literally, I have spoken in front of entire industries that have said to me, Mari, we can't even start a Facebook page because we're so scared of negative comments. It's like one of the top fears when it comes to Facebook marketing. Shout out to Jay Baer. I mean, he has a book coming out, as we all know, called Hug Your Haters. And he did a keynote at the Social Media Marketing World just back in March there. I am a big believer in basically being as kind and compassionate and empathetic as you can with the people who are really giving you a difficult time. If they are very obviously just out to troll and to spam and to make, try to make a name for themselves, block, ban, delete, do not tolerate it. Raise the bar high and keep it there. You set the standard for your page, and you don't have to tolerate any of that kind of treatment. And then for the people, now those are one category of people. They just have no business being anywhere near your page, your profile, any of your social profiles. On the other hand, people who have been a client or a potential client in some way, shape, or form, they're disgruntled because of one reason or another. They haven't had the service they were expecting, let's just say. Those kind of people, and I know, Jacob, you're really the king of this, to be able to just offer just exemplary customer service, go with surprise and delight, like completely blow them away, ship them a package in the mail or something, give them something really, really special. some of the things that I've done myself, I don't fortunately have that many haters, quote unquote. I don't even like that word, but people, let's just say, that don't jive or resonate with myself, and maybe they'll take one of my courses and they'll say, oh, this is not a fit. I was really expecting blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm like, no problem. Here's your money back, and keep the course. Go ahead and stay in the group, get value, and that's just approach that I found has really worked well over the years. And people are like, what, really? And then they turn around. It's like they can't help but want to flip around their attitude. What do you think, Joel?
Yeah, if somebody is unreachable, where they're just set on being on disliking and hating, then yeah, you set a healthy boundary and you say, I don't have room for you in my life unless you're going to treat me like a human being. But you certainly can love people to a relationship with you that you got to look at it this way. When people are passionately against you, that passion can be turned just as strongly towards you. And I've seen that happen as you have. People who didn't like something or thought they didn't like me for some reason because they heard something or read something or had some preconceived notion. Once they actually got to know me, they were like, wow, I misjudged you.
Right.
So that happens. And hey, Jenny Q, how are you?
Hi, Joel. Hi, Mari.
Hi.
It's so nice to be on Blab with you. I have a question. I've actually been fascinated about this since I've been watching your career just skyrocket. At what point, and was there a moment where you're like, okay, I'm all in with Facebook?
Was there a moment when I said that?
Yeah, like was there a defining moment? Because social media just kind of hit us all. We were all busy doing our other things. And then was there a moment where you just said, oh my gosh, Facebook is totally my thing?
There was. And Jenny, I love this question because there's been many defining moments in my life. And there's two in particular that I talk about in my story. One is in 1998, late 98, when I got the invitation to come to San Diego out of the blue, long lost friend. And I just knew with every cell of my being, I'm supposed to go to San Diego. I have no idea how I'm going to make it work there. I know one person. I packed up 2 suitcases. I had 50 British pounds to my name. I really was flat broke. I'm an overnight success, 10 years in the making. I'm sure some of you can relate. But Jenny, the thing was, it was like this knowing. I say there's like a difference between a belief and a knowing. A belief is like, yeah, I believe that could happen, but a little doubt creeps in. A knowing is like, no, I just know this. I know this. And so then the second defining moment I love to talk about in my story is it was in May of 2007. That I joined Facebook.com, and the moment I pulled up Facebook.com, I still get chills to this day. It's 8 years now, 8.5 years, and the white space, the way the profiles were laid out, the fact I could just click a few buttons and chit chat with people like Jack Canfield or Deepak Chopra or Tony Robbins, or people who I long admired, and now they're my friends, and I'm chatting and I'm interviewing them. I'm like, oh my God, this is life changing. This is a transformational platform. Before they'd reached their first 100 million, I was at like 75 million. So I just knew, Jenny, it was literally the moment that I pulled that site up, I just knew. And it was like this culmination of everything I'd ever done over my career, my love of people and my love of technology. I'm like, whoa, social media, Facebook, love it.
That is awesome.
So it was July of 2007 that you got on, Mari?
May.
I'm going through mine right now to see when I started, because I think we got on really. Oh no, I had. Oh, you know what? I think I did. I think I posted in July 2007 for the first time. How about that?
Oh, wow. Actually, it's May the 4th. It was Star Wars Day. It was Star Wars Day.
May the 4th be with you.
Be with you. And that was 2007. And I actually have it in my calendar, as I call it, my face-versary. My face-versary.
Thanks for your question, Jenny.
Yeah, thank you, Mari. Thanks, Joel. Bye-bye.
So you're watching the Joel Comm Show. My guest coming to us from Puerto Rico is the very gracious Mari Smith, and let's welcome Chris Yates to our call. Chris, come on in, my friend. And we got a bunch of you that are stacked up here still to come in, so that's okay. We're going to try and get to as many as we can. At the same time, I want to respect Mari's time and keep it to an hour today so she can go back to sitting in the rain, because I guess it's raining there today. Looks like Chris is having a hard time popping in, so we're going to see if Monica can join us. Monica, we're pulling her in. We're pulling her in.
Pouring rain. Apparently, it's pouring rain in San Diego too. We're going to go get in the ocean. The ocean's like 70 degrees.
Hey,
Hi,
Andy.
Hi, Joel. Thanks for having me on. Hello,
Absolutely.
Mari. I'm a fan. Mari, so I was going to ask what attracted you to Facebook, but you already covered that with Jenny Q. Thanks for your answer. So I've got to ask, what do you think of LinkedIn, and specifically LinkedIn Publisher? Well,
first of all, my friend, kudos to you for the branding on your little screenio here, LinkedIn Insights.
Thank you very much. I'm surprised they haven't come after me with that domain. I do have a backup.
Oh, God, that's a sharp idea. Yeah, back in the day in 2007, I had like 26 domains with the word Facebook in it. I got a letter from their attorneys. They're like, could we have these? But yeah, anyway, let's see. It's funny you should ask. This is perfect timing, Andy. By the way, that's my father's name. I have an affinity for the name Andy. And let's see. So LinkedIn for me, I have been a little bit of a slow adopter, or what do they call it? Late adopter. However, I love LinkedIn. It's like that whole tortoise and the hare. I mean, they're just, the hare being Facebook and its meteoric growth. But LinkedIn has absolutely stayed steady and consistent, and with this fabulous ability to maintain that niche of business to business. And so in the last, about 3 or 4 months, thanks to my awesome team, shout out to Susan, shout out to Christopher, shout out to Anna, we've really been ramping up on my LinkedIn. And so, for example, at HubSpot there, Joel and I were just there last week, 14,000 attendees, over 200 speakers. Actually, I don't know, at least 200 speakers. As a strategy, Andy, we specifically reached out to all the speakers on LinkedIn and made sure we were connected. Hey, I'm speaking at HubSpot's Inbound, so are you? Let's connect. And I'll tell you, it was so powerful. The number of people that came up and said, oh, Mari, it was great to connect on LinkedIn. I'm like, yep, awesome, love it. I don't know that it's as possible to do something like that with Facebook. I mean, certainly you can, but it just doesn't have as much merit in the B2B world by that kind of strategy. So anyway, 2 thumbs up. I love LinkedIn. It's absolutely a powerful platform that owns that niche and probably will continue to until the cows come home.
Great. Thank you so much, Mary. I'll hop off. Joel, always great. Thanks, enjoy your sabbatical, my friend.
Appreciate it. Great to see you. Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Matt Sherman, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, talk to us.
Okay, so I have a quick question.
Oopsie.
The beauties of technology. If the connection isn't solid, then this is certainly something that can happen. So maybe Matt will be able to try again. Mitch, welcome.
I can hear you guys loud and clear. Maybe it's the rain in the air. Hi, Mari. How you doing? Hi, Joel. It's good to see you. Yeah, real Mitch. Quick question. Mari, as you may know, we have a law firm here in Orange County, California. My question to you is, what is the most unique method you've seen lawyers or a law firm tap into Facebook, use Facebook in a way that most of us haven't thought of before, an effective way, a professional way, one that builds relationships, shares the human side of the law firm? I'd really be curious to get your feedback on that if you have any specific examples. Joel, thanks for bringing me in. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mitch.
All right, guys.
Well, I mean, without question, you got to connect with our friend Jacob Sapochnik if you're not already. You know Jacob, the immigration attorney here in San Diego?
I do. We're buddies.
Yeah, I mean, not that I know a bunch of attorneys on Facebook, but I think that Jacob just does an amazing job. I think even if he was an attorney, it's just in his DNA to be a relationship marketer. And it's something that's very close to my heart. And I really see that there's really no industry that can't be profoundly impacted by true relationship marketing. It's just being able to relate to others as equals, to not differentiate just because of their clout score or whatever the story might be, and just going above and beyond and offering exemplary customer care. And by the way, shout out to Social Bakers. They're a wonderful social stats and analytics company out of the Czech Republic, and they have some amazing stats on this whole social customer care. Right now, the United States is so low, it's ridiculous. We're like number 23 out of 24 countries surveyed and analyzed in terms of social customer care. And that is answering and responding to questions and comments and posts and direct messages on Facebook. So honestly, Mitch, I mean, if you just, really, as they say, fall in love with your clients, your prospects, go above and beyond with service. Jacob's no man in that department. He does an amazing job in flying the flag for attorneys.
Sounds great. Thanks, Maury. I appreciate it. Thanks, Joel.
Right. Hey, Mitch. Catch you later. Two things, gang. Make sure that you tell Little Bird over there it's time to tweet again. Go ahead and hit and let everybody know that we're live with Maury. And number two, I'd like for Maury to experience her first prop bombing. So you guys know what to do. Everybody prop bomb Maury right now. Let's just make those numbers explode. Look at all the love you're getting there, Maury. That's it. That's a prop bomb that you're experiencing right there. And while that's going on and your numbers are flying through the roof, we'll welcome Phyllis to the show. Hi, Phyllis.
Hey, I'm not getting any work done. Hi, Maury. It's so nice to sort of see you in person here. It's great. We've never shook hands before, but I feel like you're one of my soul sisters.
Me too.
Yeah. So I just wanted to circle back to the dislike button because I actually have found many times where I would like to use it in a very human way. Like if there's some family thing that happens and somebody says something and you don't want to like it, but you want to acknowledge it. And so the dislike button would let me dislike the tragedy and give that as a feedback. So I see there's some good use for that dislike button.
You've got a really good point here, Phyllis. And remember when the like button first became available as a plugin on external sites, and they had the version called Recommend. And I distinctly remember Ariana Huffington, the Huffington Post, they were talking about that very thing you're talking about here, where it's like there's some tragedy. You don't want to hit the like button, but you might recommend it to someone. So it's really fascinating. Oh, this is what I'm missing. Thanks, Mike. Hey, rain. Yeah.
I just want you to know you're missing some.
Yeah, I wanted to bring Mike in on this discussion, but Mike, you really need your earbuds on.
I just wanted to show Maury what she missed. I'm going to jump out
so we don't get the feedback we were getting, because I want to talk about this. I think that there's really.
Yeah, Joel, I got to tell you something, and this is I'm actually feeling deep in my heart and my soul, kind of raw right now, quite frankly, because in the last 5 days, I have discovered two friends, one very, very dear friend, both were killed in very unfortunate circumstances, and I found out through Facebook, and it's just one of those things. So not only the point that you're bringing up, Phyllis, about you don't want to like something like that, but you want to somehow express your empathy, your sympathy, your condolences, and a whole other conversation that's related. And I don't want to bring things down here, but we've got to think about this. We've got to get the word to Mark. He's streaming live right now, as you all know. That to find out tragic news, like coming pushing at me in the news feed, I don't know that there's any way, I can't even think of a way or fathom a way that how we could actually filter that. And I'm glad that I did find out, but it just was like, it was right before dinner. I was like bawling my eyes out. I was like, my makeup's all a mess. We're getting ready to go for this fancy dinner last night. And this beautiful shaman friend of mine was killed in Egypt. But anyway, so I don't want to go on about that, but it's just really, it's really a sensitive point that I believe someone like Mark Zuckerberg, who has a heart, he has compassion, he understands human beings, and he also is smart with he understands psychology. Anyway,
Maury, really what would work for me is if they gave me an option to for dislike to be included. Like when you're posting, there's a little checkbox for a dislike to be included.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's true. And then the content creator can choose.
Right.
That's I like
I don't know what they're going to do, but that's an idea. Hey, George, how's it going?
What's up, Joel? What's up, Maury? How you guys doing today?
Excellent.
What's up?
What's up? Hey, sorry I missed you at Inbound. It was like a whirlwind of too many people, and I just couldn't get everywhere at once. But here's my question for someone like myself who likes to jump on platforms, Blab, Periscope, Meerkat. What is your take on Facebook Live only being for certified accounts? Like, for us new people who are grinding it out and still don't have 50,000 people and are certified, do you think it'll ever change to where everybody will be able to do Facebook Live, or what's your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. It is coming to 1.5 billion active users eventually. There's still quite a few bugs. And I was really fascinated to read some of the analysis, like on TechCrunch and whatnot. They were talking about, okay, why did Facebook do it this way? And they're kind of almost like, one was certainly a bandwidth and, bugginess issue. Another was certainly a content issue, because we don't want to all of a sudden see our news feeds just dominated with every, oh hi world, and it's like it's just too much. It would be way too noisy. But I really do see that one of the most strategic advantages that Facebook has over a Periscope or a Meerkat is that they had the foresight to have it baked in to the page. So now, and then they get notifications, and I don't have to go and build a brand new following. Twitter, I don't know about you, Joel or George or anyone here. I'll bet you that Twitter could just flip a switch and do something very similar so that your Twitter following is automatically your Periscope following. You don't have to build a new audience, right?
Thanks for the question, George. Appreciate it.
You bet.
Hey, Monica, you made it.
Yay, finally. All that trouble. Hello, Mari. I'm totally awesome today. Not an ounce of makeup. I haven't even done my hair. I don't even think I have on.
Me either.
Anyway, I wanted to say hello. You know how much I love you. I follow you all the time. You posted something today, and I don't know if you're ready, because you said you had a blog post coming in the future about that statistic that a lot of my clients have issues with the third-party posting, and how that is proving to have 90% less engagement. Do you have any kind of maybe a preview to what you were going to discuss about that? Because that's a big one with my clients.
It is. I would literally have to go and look up those stats. They came from BuzzSumo, and we're going to get those out ASAP. But they did also release, we got more stats coming that my friends over at BuzzSumo released some stats about the top 20 apps. So you can see, let's see, third-party tools. There's some really fascinating discussions that my friends at BuzzSumo. The data, I'm going to read this for you verbatim right now. This will help everybody. The data meaning that 89 or 90% less engagement on posts through third-party apps. The data does not mean that using a tool lessens engagement of itself. There are many factors that may result from, like people creating less engaging content when using a tool, cross-posting from other platforms such as Twitter. A lot of people, you see that kind of do that set and forget, not optimizing images for Facebook, scheduling content for later, which just gets posted after stories maybe already trended, and then no one wanting to engage with a post that maybe looks automated, which apparently IFTTT performed particularly badly in terms of engagement.
So it's not the use of the third-party app then? That the fact that you're using one, that's not what's affecting it. It's just using it improperly.
Exactly.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on, Joel.
Thanks, Monica. Hey, Pam, how are you?
Hey, Joel. Hey, Mari. How are you?
Are you in Australia? Are you home in Australia?
Yeah. And it's like 5 a.m. in the morning. So I did this just for you. That's why I look like this.
Well, you are a trooper. You look beautiful.
Thank you. I have two quick questions, Mari. One is, have you got another book coming out?
Maybe. It's in here right now.
Okay. And two, how long is it going to take everyone to be able to get the live streaming on Facebook? They have to be knowing that a lot of people are jumping ship. Like I have been living on Facebook for the last 3 years, not even using Twitter. And within 40 days of being on here, I'm not hardly even on Facebook.
On here being black.
Yeah, being on black because they don't have the live stream, and they've said it's only going to be for celebrities for the next so many. So I want to know, how long is it going to take for everybody to be able to get to use the live streaming on, so I can go back to Facebook?
I wish I knew a definitive answer, Pam, but I believe, it literally could be weeks, it could be months.
Okay.
There'll be a slow rollout. There was already another big batch released, I believe, in the last 48 hours for journalists. See, because Facebook be very strategic. They're like, okay, let's get celebrities, verified public figures, whatever, certain types, categories. And there's really clever strategy behind it with doing the verified profiles. I'm here at this luxury event here in Puerto Rico, and there's a lot of like high-end hotels, photographers, wedding planners, and I'm just telling everybody, download the Mentions app, connect it to your page, and Facebook will ask you, verify it, upload your photo ID, and then people get an email, and they're in the queue. Everybody should be doing that, because now you're in the queue and you're lined up to get verified, and then the moment it becomes available, you'll get that. But you've got to get it through the Mentions app.
Okay.
So that's what I mentioned. Go to your mobile app store and get the Mentions app.
Okay.
Connect it to your feed.
So there's no way to speed up the process. We just have to wait like everything else. When you get it, you get it.
Well, next time I'm talking to Mark, I will say, give it
to me. I'll be a big advocate. Okay, I'm going to jump out. Thank you, guys. Have an awesome day, Mary. Bye,
Thanks,
Joel.
Pam.
See ya.
You know, I think it makes sense that they're rolling it out slowly, because the amount of noise that could happen and take place if they just gave it to everybody would be, it would just totally take over everybody's news feed. So they started with public figures that are verified, not because they think those people are more special. They just needed to pick a defined segment. At least that's the way I'm interpreting it. And my understanding from my contact at Facebook, and you could probably verify this as well, Mari, is that the next group will be verified personal profiles. Is that right?
Correct. Yeah.
And then, you know, they'll load test that. They'll see how does this work. And I think what we'll probably see when it opens up to everybody is a settings preference, just like we have so many other things. Do we want to see live streaming from everyone, from just our friends, from our close friends, right?
That's a filter on it. It's a really clever workaround. Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Melanie Dodaro. Hey, Mel.
Hi.
She's so excited.
Blab should give us some indication of when we're coming live.
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you guys. Hey.
Are you at home?
I am. Yes. You can see out the window there. Oh, it doesn't show very well. Anyways, yes. Hello. So Mari, I'm trying to crowdsource a new idea. And I wanted to find out some of the things that you thought were best for crowdsourcing new ideas, whether it's a blog post or a presentation or a content idea or whatever. What are some of the best ways that you found to use Facebook for crowdsourcing?
Gosh, I mean, possibly setting up a secret group, a private group, and getting like people in there to just start brainstorming with you. And what is the purpose of crowdsourcing? To do what? To create something, a course or a book?
Yeah. So as you know, I've had probably one of the biggest success stories in the world on Facebook.
Yeah. Yes.
I want.
Why don't you go ahead and just like synopsize what happened, because that story was so powerful, Melanie.
Yeah. So basically on May the 30th, I posted a very bad video on Facebook telling the whole world something that I didn't divulge to very many people beforehand, which was that I had never met my biological father. And within 72 hours, but there's more to the story. Basically, my dad had the most common first and last Dutch name. I had very little information about him other than his name and a couple of other things. And by 72 hours later, I was actually talking to him on the phone. So through this Facebook video, it went viral all around the world. A journalist had contacted me from Holland. I'm freezing. Am I freezing here?
You're okay.
No, you're
okay.
fine. You're fine.
Okay. And reported the story. And then they phoned me and they said, Melanie, we've got your dad's phone number. Do you want to call him? And I'm like, oh, God, no. Too nervous. So he's like, I'll call for you. So he called for me, spoke to my dad. My dad had some idea that he might have a child in Canada. And the journalist phoned me back right away and said, your dad's going to be calling you in 10 minutes. So anyways, this story, there's the picture. This story, it blew up. It was like covered in about 70 media publications around the world. Apparently, it's actually going to be airing on Inside Edition maybe this Thursday. So Inside Edition came with me. My dad lives in Thailand now. They came with me to Thailand and filmed the whole meeting of my dad and the party that my dad threw for me. So that's going to be airing, hopefully, not hopefully, it doesn't matter what day to me, but apparently the producer of Inside Edition said that they're expecting it to air this Thursday. So it's been a powerful story, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, hey, that story inspired me. A guy reached out to me last week and said, your story really has inspired me to find my daughter. I believe I have a daughter. And so it's just, I've had so many people reach out to me, and I want to figure out a way to create a really powerful message in the form of a presentation that's going to resonate not just with people that are looking for a lost relative, that's going to have a more powerful message behind it in terms of, almost like the power of your social network or something along those lines. And because it's my own thing, I'm kind of stuck in it. Like when you're trying to figure out something for yourself, you get stuck in it, where if you're trying to figure out something for other people, you can come up with an idea in 30 seconds.
Yeah. So no, honestly, I've built a whole community around it. Do you have a page? Or a group? Or start off by asking. I mean, people really want to be a part of it and be part of helping you and really amplify the heart connection part of this story. Is so beautiful. And so I'm sure we could have some ideas. I want to hear it, Mr. Sebastian. Hello. Yeah, I mean, other than creating a group and just asking people, I'd love to just kind of brainstorm with you, like what the big vision is of what you want to do with your story and how you want to get it out.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. Sounds good. Well, we'll have a call.
Thanks, Mel. Great to see you.
Good to see you guys.
Thanks for sharing your story as well. Is it still raining there, Mari?
Well, it stopped raining, but I just heard a crash.
Uh-oh. Well, hopefully everybody's okay. Hey, Sebastian, welcome.
Hey, Joel Comm and Mari Smith.
Hi, yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's cracking? I saw this rock star up here in the top right blabbing it up with Mr. Blab himself. So I said, let me jump on here and say hello and join the conversation real quick. I jumped on just at the tail end of you giving advice for. It's great to see you, Mari, as always. The tail end of you giving advice as far as getting in the queue when Facebook allows mentions to be available to everyone. Because of this slow rollout, and obviously there's a method to the madness, and they know what they're doing. Being the devil's advocate for a minute, could it hinder them with being in such a slow process of rolling this entire platform out, while platforms like this, Blab, are becoming really the go-to with connecting with people, with creating content, with collaborating with people, with figuring out how it all integrates into a brand? Or is Facebook pretty secure or confident rather in their timeline as far as rolling this out?
No. Yeah, excellent question, Sebastian. And no, I just cannot see any platform overtaking where Facebook is at, even with a feature like this, live chat or live streaming. There's a place for everything, quite frankly. And, Facebook, they're very nimble, extremely flexible, and you can guarantee that they have teams of people that are keeping an eye on everything that's really up and coming, that's trending, that's getting a lot of traction. At the end of the day, it really is about quality content, and it's what people want, what they need. It's giving support. It's giving good inside information. We just heard Seth Godin speak. He was speaking at HubSpot's Inbound last week, and also at this wonderful luxury brand event here in Puerto Rico. And he was saying that I just loved it. I've got my notes on here somewhere. I don't want to distract myself, but he was talking about how you want to really, I think you need to get famous. You need to give everything away, give all of your stuff away. And then, you monetize by even going a step further and the how part. In any case, no, good question, and I appreciate you brought it up, but I think Facebook is super, super stable and solid, even in a feature like this. I can't see that Blab would ever overtake.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mari. Sebastian, you had to go because you weren't wearing your bow tie, dude. It's like it's a sin for you to show up without the bow tie. And look, only a small percentage of the population is going to use video streaming. Those that are in the moment, might make up this much. Those who are going to use a platform like this and actually create a show, this much. It's a very small percentage that are going to be the content creators, and the rest will be the consumers. And speaking of content creators, Steve Dotto, what's up,
there,
buddy?
How are you doing? Good to see you, Joel. Excellent. Mari, welcome aboard.
Steve in the house. Oh, love this guy. If you're not following Steve, folks, you definitely need to, because he is a wizard, and he's extremely freaking funny. Christopher and I always have a good laugh when we see
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. No pressure. No pressure right now. I have to, first of all, Joel, thanks so much for getting Mari on, because you don't know this, Joel, but I would not be a content creator online if it wasn't for Mari Smith. She plucked me out of the masses in Victoria, British Columbia. Sorry, I'm just getting notification that I got a meeting coming up, and said, you've got to do this. And I don't know if Mari's ever told you you have to do something, but you don't say no. You can't say no.
Why do you think she's here? Somebody told her she had to do it. I wonder who.
Good on you. Good on you. Hey, but you know what? It's interesting you were talking about how many people are going to involve Blab or kind of get online and start broadcasting. But what this does on a broader spectrum, I think, is it really validates a lot of the things that we've been doing with webinars, with online training, small room, large room, it doesn't matter. The fact is people are getting so much more comfortable with this format now that they're going to look to other tools, even if you have to use Hangouts, but tools like Appear.im and Zoom and some of these other tools that you can have small trainings, consultations, masterminds, and utilize the technology to build your tribe and build your community in a lot of different ways that doesn't necessarily have to be broadcast-based, but instead can be kind of boutique-y.
Yeah.
Boutique.
It's a French-Canadian term.
That just happened.
So wait, what was your question?
Sorry?
What exactly was your question?
I didn't have a question. I made a comment.
Oh,
you did make a comment, but there wasn't a question. But
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. We love that you're here, and we love your comments.
I just saw that Mari was there, and I really wanted to get a lot more people following me by coming on. That was the main reason.
Hey,
all right, full disclosure. Full disclosure.
What's
always great to see you.
10-point props in like 3 seconds. Dang.
Yeah,
holy cow!
He's getting prop bombed.
That's good.
They
that
love
makes me
you.
Feel good.
They love you.
I like what you're saying, though. No, I did catch what you said, Stephen. I love the boutique part, and I think like I have one of my graphic designer uses Zoom all the time. It's like we only ever talk on Zoom, And there's certain apps. I know you're like the king of apps and tools.
The one to check out. The one to check out is Appear.im. If you're in, not M. And if you like this format, but everybody wants the private room, that Blab, for Blab, Appear.in is the closest thing to it. 8 people in the room. It's low barriers for entry, browser based, just like this, and it's free at this point. So it's a very, very cool option. But I just wanted to say thanks for bringing Mari on, Joel. I'm glad that she's part of it. Looking forward to what she's going to be doing with this platform because I know she will crush it when she decides to put her mind to it.
Yes, she will. Thanks, Steve. Always great to see you.
Have fun storming the castle.
Just want to let you guys know Mari's got a new blog entry out today at marismith.com that you should go and read. This is really cool. It's 8 Facebook engagement stats every marketer needs to know. And she's got some up-to-date stats here with a little cool infographic that helps those of us who don't like to read as much find the data. So go to marismith.com and you will find that there. I'm going to bring Matt back on. We'll see if his connection's better because he has a question for you. Let's see, Matt, how we doing?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Excellent. All right, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, Mari, are you following one of two things that Facebook is doing? Are you following Oculus and are you following their Wi-Fi drone initiative?
Yes and yes. And I just think that Mark Zuckerberg and his team, he's just one of the greatest visionaries of our time. He absolutely is. And I love to include in some of my talks, I talk about trends, Facebook trends, and certainly one of them is the virtual reality. I think up till recently, most people have a relationship to VR as gaming, right? It's magical. You transform into a whole other realm. However, I really, really love with the Wi-Fi coming to developing countries and Oculus virtual reality. I mean, just almost gives me chills to just think of the potential of, someone in a remote part of the world can pop on these pair of glasses and maybe some gloves or whatever, and they're literally sitting having a conversation maybe with a therapist or a doctor or a specialist or literally, giving birth or whatever they're doing. And obviously nothing will ever replace in person and really specialized medical health, things like that. Because there's just so much potential. We have this conversation in 3 to 5 years' time, folks. Really, truly, Matt, I can really see that Oculus will be an integral part, quite possibly an integral part of our personal and business lives. I mean, giving people this phenomenal experience, this integrative, immersive experience without even, leaving wherever they are. So huge potential. I'm very excited about it.
And I'm a gamer. I've been a PC gamer from before we had PCs. I was playing games on my TRS-80. So I the applications for fun and entertainment are just phenomenal. So let's get Jocelyn in here. Let's see.
It's Joseline.
Joseline. There we go. Oh, hey, how's it going, man?
¿Qué pasa?
Bueno.
Pretty good, and I'm doing it strictly for my ninjas today. See that? Hey, what's happening?
Thanks for coming to Harvard.
So, since you both attended.
Oh, you're locking up on us there, buddy.
That's a great freeze.
I know.
Yeah, great
awesome.
freeze.
Hey, let me get a screen capture. Mari, he just.
So since we met at an event, I want to people say yes.
Hey, Joseline, give us try calling back one more time. Let's call back one more time, and then that's going to be our last question for today, because I really want to make sure Mari's time is respected and that she get back to enjoying Puerto Rico. All right, man, get that question out before you lock up again. Oh, it's maybe you need to type your question in if your connection isn't good enough that you can get through.
He's there. He's there. He's not there. He's there. He's not there.
Oh.
I'm giving him virtual CPR here.
Yeah, go ahead and type your question into the site. I'm sorry that you can't get in, but if we can get it, if you can type it in, we'll ask it of Mari as we get ready to wrap up. She's been very gracious to join us from a remote location. She's at an event in Puerto Rico teaching Facebook to a group of people. She's been there with Seth Godin and Jay Abraham. And where are you off to next, Mari?
Home! I go home on Friday. I've been away for 2 weeks. And next week I'm going to be in Salt Lake City with my good friend Tiffany Peterson. The week after I go to Hawaii, mostly vacation. I'll be in Minneapolis in October for Lead Pages Converted event. Shout out to Clay and the family at Lead Pages. Come and check out Converted. Then I'm also going to be in Boston again for the Facebook Boost Your Business event. And then I am going to Nashville in early November for a wonderful Dave Ramsey personality event with Christy Wright, Business Boutique. Yeah, people can see it. March.com and just look at my
one busy lady.
I tell you, I'm going to take like 6 weeks off. I think maybe mid-November till the end of the year. I'm maybe just going to put.
Well, as you heard me say at the beginning, I am. This is my last show for 3 weeks, and not only is it my last show, but I'm actually unplugging. I've unplugged for a week before. A few times, but I'm going to unplug for 3 weeks. At least I'm going to try to unplug for 3 weeks. And that means no blab, no Facebook, no Twitter. I'm going to try to stay off email, except my VA's watching for me. And I've told her if there's anything urgent, let me know. But I really want, I'm going to be journaling every day, and I want to document what do I go through when I don't have this family. What am I going to do with myself? What books will I read? What will I uncover as I do this? So I want everybody to go ahead and give props to Mari Smith as a way of saying thank you for joining us here today. It has been absolutely fantastic. I adore you.
Great discussion. You guys are amazing. I'm laughing at the chat too. Somebody wants to get you the Betty Ford address store because you might need some help.
Yeah, there's always more questions and more to say. Mari, I hope that you come back and do your own blab. I know that your tribe would love to see you here, and we'll have a recording of this both on the Joel Comm Show on iTunes and also up on my blog at joelcomm.com. So on behalf of myself and Mari Smith, I want you guys to go out there and do good stuff, and I'll catch you later on. See you, Mari. Thanks.
Ciao, everybody.
Bye.